Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Mets and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Reese Olson. What's the scouting report on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter in and to his right. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average. But there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Struck him out looking.
Batting third, the first
and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. First pitch just misses. Inside, just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Now 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Gets him to chase after that one.
I got 3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Ball 1, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Check swing, called strike. Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
In for a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching down and makes the grab. And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So If you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Spencer Torkelson at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Olson back to work. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
In the dirt, but kept close. Throws down to first, but he wasn't going anywhere. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Vientos aboard here at first with nobody out. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Torrens. There goes the runner. This one in the dirt. Vientos into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Throw on to Torkelson. It is 2 down. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And that one handled. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
The third baseman. Go.
Now here is Colton Keith. And there's a foul ball. In the dirt. No score here in the second. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
The count's full.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 6. The second baseman.
Torres up to hit.
Torres.
Good take by Torres. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The 1-2. dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Vientos whips it to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. So digging in, Trey Sweeney.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And now, Brett Baty. Up and in, 1-0.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2.
In the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Strike 1.
0-1.
That missed
1
by
ball,
a
1
lot.
strike.
And now it's even 1-1. That's in there. Top of the 3rd, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
1-1.
And that one moves his feet.
Strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. 2 out, space is empty. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And here's the veteran outfielder, Javier Baez. And it's caught for the out. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Zach McKinstry. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And that's down and away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Now one miss.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. Juan Soto now.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes. Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Going to count 1 and 2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Walked his first time. Alonso, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now here is Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees. 0-1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And we're back. And now, Kerry Carpenter.
The left fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Tigers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Just missed.
That's inside.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Now batting.
Here's Riley Green. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Green. Now pitching for the Mets, number 81, Danny Young.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Just missed. The Tigers hitless so far in the game. Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the top of the fifth, and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Olsen back to work. Late on that fastball.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Here's Jesse Winker. Struck out swinging his first time. Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Didn't go. All tied up. And we're at the top of the fifth. And that drops in for a strike. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one at 95 missed up top. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Sets him down.
Got him looking.
And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Gleyber Torres.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Nimmo makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Now
Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1.
Sweeney.
Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now
it's Javier Baez.
Javier Baez.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Brett Baty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. Tyrone Taylor digs in now. Foul ball there.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Late that time, it's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Lindor retired. And now it's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs. On the ground. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Dylan Dingler.
Now pitching for New York, number 32, Max Brennan.
The wind and the pitch. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Ball 1 there. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And downstairs.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that one.
No outs. Runner at first. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's in for a strike. The Tigers still looking for their first hit in this one. On the ground right side, 4. In there safely. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. He is struck out and he is walked. On the ground, could be two. Baden tossed to second, relay to first, double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate. All of the finer details and how these guys execute it. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
This one in the dirt. Runner stays put at third. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. That one well upstairs. 2-1. And he pumps it a strike. That's down and in. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
For the Mets, number 33, A.J. Minter.
Green swings through it for strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And that one fouled off. Dingler on third. Torkelson on at first with 2 down. Throw to first. Got him. In and over on the strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, and it hits the base. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Now batting the third baseman,
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
So
new pitcher for the Tigers, Kenta Maeda.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner on the move, puts a bunt down, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Trying to move him over here. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So up next, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And that one finds its way through. The throw into second. Headed for the plate. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And he gets back in. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Left field. Carpenter under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith.
The third baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Now pitching for New York, number 75, Reed Garrett.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Just off the outside edge. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one close, ruled the ball. And now it's 3-2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey.
And next to hit for Detroit, Trey Sweeney.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the splitter, and it was effective.
The center
fielder, Baez now.
28.
Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That's a ball.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Get down in the gap and it will be hit.
For history is gone. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out.
Whatever.
And that ends the inning.
He was safe.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Brett Baty. Maeda back to work. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's strike 1.
What's the count here?
And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Oh, fucking hey, man.
Rips one to right. And foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Got him swinging. 1 down. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. There's the strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he swings over the top there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Carpenter sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He didn't stop. I looked at every single place I could think of. You'll never believe what we found in Watch.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Lindor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Lindor on the move. That's out to center field. Baez sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Rib rub, yes, a little marinated, get all the creases, there we go. And I've probably been in the oven for 3 hours, so run this video up because my gas bill about to be high. I made my own barbecue sauce, it's a blackberry smoked barbecue sauce.
Now pitching for New York, number 55, Line Stanton.
And that's it for a strike. 1-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
In there. And so now 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead of the count.
Got him swinging.
Up next for the Tigers,
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 in this one. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
The left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Gary Coleman died in 2010. After legal disputes, his ashes went to friend Anna Gray, who kept the location private. 4. Albert Einstein, cremated in 1950. His brain was removed for study. The remaining ashes were scattered at Princeton's Institute for Advanced Study. 3. Marlon Brando, cremated in 2004. His ashes were divided between Tahiti and California's Death Valley. 2. Hunter S. Thompson, requested to be shot from a cannon. His ashes were launched in a private celebration funded by friend Johnny Depp. 1. Truman Capote. His ashes were split between 2 companions. Half were scattered in Long Island with Jack Dunphy. The rest later auctioned at 10 celebrities.
That clips the corner.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Next offering way upstairs. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
People are retarded.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. They say it went. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And in there with a double off the wall.
The batter, the third baseman,
Mark Vientos.
Why would it be down here? They should be in the colors.
Vientos started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider. There's 2 gone. Jesse Winker will hit next. Ziggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And there's a strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
In the air, center field. Baez on the move. Nabs it, and that is that. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
The title and thumbnail showing the family holding hands in their backyard made it seem like one of their daughters had cancer.
Torkelson.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
What's the count? Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, the
Next is the designated hitter, Riley Green.
And it wasn't because I was being clumsy and dropped it, but because I made a huge mistake cleaning. That was super.
So tell me what
Swings and misses. It's 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. There's a swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that
1
one.
ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That one in triple digits. They're down to their final strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not.
Got him, and that's the ball game. And
This one has a few. It says Black Culture, and then it has an OU and a few other